Hey, straightening out this shirt, wiping the glasses, listening to the chess song written by moi, music arranged by moi, sung by our songstress Alexandra Rhoda. And it's in the video at my website, Neighbors TV Chess Song, along with videos of teaching children how to play the game of chess, the basics, learn the basics of chess, the music, movement, and song. Mm, let me tell y'all, I can't wait to hop on here and hop off. I can't wait to shake these numbers. These numbers are fire. Fire. These numbers that I'm going to pull, oh, oh, they are going to be fire. I want y'all to know that last week's numbers, hot, hot. See, remember I told y'all a while ago that there was this guy going around saying black people are only people that play the lottery and play numbers, you know, not to win. Like, even if we play numbers, we don't play like to hit, like, and you can, like, hitting at 50,000, 100. We don't play like that. So he says we don't play to win. But he doesn't understand the power of numbers. So last week's numbers, y'all didn't know this was on my heart, but it was on my heart. My daughter had gotten a housekeeper, and she stopped. And I was doing all the stuff myself, but I was like, no, I would just, it'd be great if we could find another housekeeper. Out of the blue, things coming through. Out of the blue, Tuesday, my daughter says to me, Mom, I went on Facebook Marketplace. I found 3. Thanks for the love. I found 3 housekeepers. She said, I like them because CNAs, they're used to working with old people. They can help you. Oh my goodness. I was so happy. That's what the numbers got me last week. Those numbers, I know I just go to the next number, next number. But I think y'all can replay those numbers, because especially those last week numbers, they was fire. I'm going to read them to you right now. They were fire. I mean fire. Really fire. Awesome. So, like I said, this week's number is going to be just as awesome. Yeah. I was upstairs. And that's why I put the green on. I'm upstairs vibing before I come downstairs. I guess y'all call it meditating, because that's what y'all call it. I call it vibing. And that's why I got the green shirt on, and I got green pants on, and it was like, there was one that was like, you got to get green. You got to get a green hat. You got to get some green tops. When you do the Denmark VC 6 number shape, you need to be in green. But let me tell y'all why. These numbers, okay. Let me go back to how we open up. We go over last week's numbers, and then if Tamika has a prediction, if I have a prediction, we go for it, and then we shake the next numbers. But let's get into last week's numbers. Honey. Here we go. 3, 53, 1, 40, 30, 45. That was last Sunday's numbers. And I put, the interpretation came to me, not Tamika. And I'm going to tell you something that what happens with me. Hey, Lewis. Oh, thank you, Lewis. Lewis says I have nice glasses. So, what came to me from the vote. Crash the matrix with your vote. So all can see, as my grandmother said, who is and who ain't. Hey, Lewis again. No problem? Okay. Who is and who ain't? They say they're different from one another, but are they? Cast your ballot so we can see. We the people can remove the Ashkenazi, Republican, Conservative, Christian, and Jews international crime ring. Vote. See if the Democrats can stop the billions given to the British Israel, and what the Democrats will do when the British Israel attacks. Pay them off? We won't know unless we vote. Crash in the matrix. Every vote. See, this is the thing. And of course, we have Denmark Vesey. 6-7. This is the thing. They said the proof is in the pudding. But y'all have to have the ingredients for the pudding to show the proof. If you vote and just, the Democrats are horrible, vote. See if they are. Put enough votes underneath them. I know I'm going for the progressive and the socialist. I've always wanted that. So that's what it was. And I'm telling you, let me read those numbers again. Y'all, I give them to you every week. But even if you stored them up and you had like a monthly where you did the numbers, but then the energy is not out of them. 3, 53, 1, 40, 30, and 45. Tomorrow, so I gotta sleep so nice. Meaning, okay, thank you for coming through, Lewis. So, now that was last week's. Now, also on our community page, that's what you go to. I had to apologize. My apologies for not posting the numbers. Somehow I be forgetting that. I don't know why I be doing that. But I forget because I posted on Facebook, but I forget to give it to y'all. So that's number 3, 53, 1, 40, 30, and 45. So then y'all know, oh honey, we're going to get the numbers. Y'all know how Denmark Vesey, I told you that one time I closed without saying, Denmark Vesey said, play the numbers. Play 3-way numbers, play 4-way numbers. Play your state numbers. He made sure to say state numbers. And then he said, because the state picks up your garbage. Well, he also made me make sure to tell y'all, yes, He made sure to tell y'all not to play the Powerball, not to play the Mega Million, because that goes to the red states. And look what I found, y'all. Go to the community page. Look what I found, y'all. I don't know, can y'all see this? I'll read it to you. Jeffrey Epstein won an $85 million Powerball jackpot on July 2nd, 2028. The lottery is fake. How did he pull that off? Go to the community page. It's right there. I tell you, these are only millionaires that I know that get rich off of government welfare contracts, rigging the lottery, rigging everything. And that's what y'all like? That's what y'all proud of? That's y'all thing? Rigging, honey. Y'all talk, and he's going to do this, and they're going to do this. They didn't get their money off of inventing something. Them days are over with. Not this group. So Denmark Vesey wants y'all to know, as he said, play your state lottery. Even the state has, like we have here in Connecticut, we have a classic. It's so old. I think the numbers go up to like 40. But that's our state lottery. So if you want to play that, play our state lottery. Other than that, play the numbers. The Mega Million, the Powerballs, millionaires are winning. They got a whole private account, different accounts in the red states. And I'm thinking, I'm like, why are all these red states? Why are all these red states winning the lottery? Millionaires are winning. I tell you, I ran out of them red states. Honey, stupid. Don't even cover it. Ain't nobody saying, we getting all these these $1 million winners in our state, but ain't nobody see them, ain't nobody know them, they nobody know where the money is, because it's going to the rich people, and you're not even noticing. And you're so proud, you're so proud, you're so grateful, okay? But I'm getting to the numbers, so I'm upstairs vibing. I'm upstairs vibing. And that's when they told me to put on the green. They said, whatever number comes out of here is hot. And I was like, why? What makes it different from any of them numbers? Child, they done passed that $1 trillion thing for the Congress to get $1 trillion worth of kabooming stuff to go after Iran, to give millions of dollars and billions of dollars, because they're getting trillions, but to give to the British Israel to keep kabooming the Palestinians, and in that bill with them $1 trillion, it's to they lie all the time. One thing I'm gonna tell you something about a liar. One thing my grandma told me, and it's true. One thing you can be sure of with a liar, they're gonna lie. There's one sure thing about liars. They are going to lie. So they already lied and saying they ain't do this slush fund and it's all a lie because they're an international crime ring. So every time, like $1 trillion and stuff like that, people who are able to designate the money get money off the top. So say out that $1 trillion, because they're all friends. So they say, hey Joe, you say you make sure this money goes into the account and da 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 da. And Joe says, okay. And he said, no, make sure it goes to the account, and I give you something off the top. They said, what, 15-20% off the top? It's all free money, so it don't matter. Oh, then what do you think that Joe does after getting that money off the top, honey? You know what he does for getting off the money? He goes and he invests in the fastest way to move that money, and it's in that stock market. Now, so, and then rich people, they do war differently. They do body counts. Body counts equal a certain amount of hundreds of thousands of dollars. It's almost like how much you going to get for your money. So if I'm telling you all this counting and counting and counting and counting and counting and trillions and trillions and trillions and body counts and kabooms and kabooms and oh my God. Also, what's going to make these numbers popping Friday and Saturday, America kaboomed. Iran kaboom, 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 kaboom. For every kaboom, these folks get rich. So on Monday, that money gonna be flowing. I'm trying to think of the most strongest river that has that tide, and that's how it's going to be on Monday. The swirl of money and numbers, and I'm talking about in the trillions. They just released that money. Here, go ahead and do what you want to do. Girl. And that's why I was vibing upstairs and they said, put on green. And I was like, this on that. Now I have a green apron, but I had already used it. So I got a little green from out of here. See, I got a little green here. And I got this green shirt that I did for my walking days. And let me get these hot numbers. Let me get these hot numbers. Also, I get luck from numbers or the message from Tamika. When Tamika doesn't have anything in reference to the numbers, I get that luck. So I want to tell y'all something. I'm going to meet that lady that's going to come, she's seen age, she used to working with old people and stuff. I'd like to have somebody I can vibe with. You know what I'm saying? Like me and Johanna, my physical therapist, we're like cool, like mad cool. So I like to have someone like that. But anyway, who they told me upstairs, they said, Vicky, when you pull these numbers is fire. Fire. Ha ha! 48, y'all. 48. Yes. He says hot. I was upstairs meditating. It was like, these are hot so much. Y'all gotta get it in for Money Market Monday. That money gonna be swirling. Folks be making money, losing money, making money, losing money. And you go to your state agent and you put your numbers in. Numbers is numbers is numbers, and numbers be numbering. And if you're not into numbers, you don't know what I'm talking about. And if you are, you're like, yeah, Vicky, totally. Hey, Jessica. Hey, Kwan. I'm doing fine. How are you? Yeah, honey. And they told me upstairs. Trillions. Trillions. Trillions, honey. Trillions. Monday. Go to your lottery place. 12. Go to your lottery place. Your state. You can't go to your state and say, hey, I know, especially if you're a blue state, I know they're getting ready to cut all your funding and stuff like that. We ain't going to have nothing. But when you play the lottery in your state, you win. Oh, thanks, Jessica. Just she's like, you win and the state wins. So that's a win-win situation. But, oh, trillions. I'm telling y'all, that's why we got to get in Monday. Ooh, look what jumped out the bag. Just jumped out the bag. It jumped out the bag. $36. It jumped out the bag. Oh, thanks for subscribing, Jessica. It jumped out the bag. 36. I told y'all. I was upstairs and they was like, get those numbers. Money Market Monday, y'all. Get these numbers into y'all state lottery agents. Oh. And I gotta believe them. I never had no numbers jump out the bag. Go back and look at all the old videos. It's fire. Fire. Yes, indeed, honey. Ooh, ooh. So probably next week, it's kind of like this week, when I meet that lady to come up in and help, she'd be like really cool. Do you remember me from last Sunday? Frida. I don't know, what am I, other than your name? What did you say to me? That would help me out. Yo. 35. 35. Frida, I don't remember. Oh, I'm so sweet and kind. Thank you, Jessica. Oh. 35, y'all. Before I even came down here. Money Market Monday. You can imagine all those contractors wondering what are they going to do with all these millions that they get ready to get their hands on just for brokering the trillions of dollars that the Senate released to the Oscar Nazi Republican conservative Christians and Jews. Honey, Monday is going to be kapooing, kapowing, kabanging. Don't miss out. Don't miss out. Go to your state lottery agent. Go to your state lottery agent and get in. Oh, man. Remember I told you we have these ambiguous, it could be a 9, or it could be a, how would I write my 6? Would I make my 6 like that? How would I make my 9? Would I make my 9 like that? I'm thinking this is a 6. I'm going with 6. We'll see what Tamika says. But I'm going with 6. Remember when I put the other post? When Tamika sees it differently, she explains why. But these are hot numbers. Coming in hot. No thank you. Coming in hot. Coming in hot. Okay, here's the last one, y'all, for Sunday. And then I'm going to tell y'all how them all Vesey wants y'all to do it. I want y'all to thank you for coming by. Frida, I remember you didn't tell me what you said. Were you the one that's saying, am I a racist? Is that you, Frida? They kept asking if I was a racist. And I said, I do know my race. Is that the memory? If that's you, I do remember. Okay, this is our last number of the hot numbers. 26. And if you look at this 6, it could be a 9. I'm sticking with the 6. If Tamika don't change it, I'm sticking with the 6. Okay, here's our hot number. Y'all, Money Market Monday gonna be on fire. Hold on a minute, I got a little itch in my eye. A little eye itch. Here we are. The hot numbers: 48, 12, 36, 35, 6, and 26. Those are our hot numbers. Now remember from last, I was vibing and they said do the green. So next Sunday when I come up, I'm gonna try to be in the green top. I'm gonna try to be in the green shirt. I'm yeah. They said green it up. Green it up. Call the money. Call the money for y'all. Call the money for y'all. Because my daughter plays. I don't ask her if we hit. I don't know if we hit. I don't know what she's doing with the numbers or anything like that. I just know what I experience from her taking my Denmark VC 6-number shake numbers and playing them with our state lottery agent. And she just plays the number. So, Denmark VC said, y'all saw it, go to the community page. Billionaires are winning the lottery. Y'all talk about how can y'all worship these people? They didn't become rich from doing anything. How can I say? It's like these are Nazis. This has been from this is generation. This is second, third, fourth generation. So this is a buildup. And they keep finding ways to get money out of America. Asylum seeking program, everything, child, everything. But that's all right. That's them. How we get out of it, as black people, as Americans, and as people who know money, is we play the numbers. I can't even tell you the excitement. So before I came down here, as I said, they said these numbers I picked are going to be high. So I got 48, 12. Denmark VC would want you to play that 4-way, 4, 8, 1, 2. Then you do a combination. You would play 2, 1, 8, 4, or mix it up like that. Now he would also want you to play state lottery. State. You don't go wrong with the state. As Denmark VC lives to me all the time. It's the state that picks up your garbage. It's the state that's going to clean your water. It's also the state that is going to have to figure out how to keep the money and cut off the government, because we ain't getting it no way. So, and now here, so 3, 6, 3, 5. That's 4-way. That's how he wants you to do that. And if you see the double 3s, 3, 3, 6, 5, 6, 5, 3, 3. See how you do that? And then I can't wait to what Tamika says, because Now that I look at this, it looks like a 9, but I'm not changing it. I'm keeping it at 6. But when y'all go to play your number, remember what I said. Y'all can put this in as 926 or 626, which is state lottery agent. And I'm telling you, all these numbers are hot. I'll read them to you again. 48, 12, 36, 35, 6, and 26. And what makes them hot is stock market. Oh, I sound like somebody from Massachusetts. Market. Stock market. Um, Monday. That's what's going to make these numbers hot. Swirling money. Trillions. Now we're talking trillions. Trillions, 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 trillions. The government just released trillions, 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 trillions rolling around. Because what's the first thing you do when you get a lot of money? Everybody who brokers anything off that trillion gets millions. What do they do with those millions? They go straight to the stock market investment. So they're into perspectives. So they're already anticipating getting money. So they can't wait. Monday, I'm trying to tell you, I don't know why y'all can't feel an energy in the air. That energy, the excitement of the stock market, the excitement of the numbers, the excitement of the money and the numbers and the money and the numbers and the money. Get your numbers in there. What did I say last time? It's like it's a big ocean. Monday, Money Market Monday, it's a big ocean. Money, numbers, and you take your numbers and you put it on the end of the line and you reel back and you cast it. And you're going to get something. You're going to get something. Money, you're going to get money or numbers. Money or numbers. Money or numbers. Okay? So, that's why. That's all it says. I was like, what do you mean? What do you mean? And I got to start wearing green. I got to start wearing green. So, I got to be conscious of that. Because, Demar Vesey, 6 number shade. No, Demar Vesey was an enslaved man in 1799 when he hit the lottery and bought his freedom and supported the first revolt against enslavement. That's Demar Vesey. And now he's saying he knows where the money is. And as he told y'all, stay away from that lottery. Go to that page. Go to the community board. You see right there. Millionaires. You just thinking that somebody in the Midwest, the number come up and they say, oh, somebody in the Midwest won. And you're like, oh, yeah. Oh. You'll never see it because somebody in the Midwest is a millionaire. That's why they don't do it in blue states. I was like, why can't somebody from Brooklyn? Why can't I'm in Connecticut? Why can't somebody in Connecticut? And I was like, oh, so now I see they rig it for them to vote, and that's why Demar Vesey kept telling me, not the lottery, when he said lottery, not the Mega Million, not the Powerball. I knew personally that they go to the red states, but he was saying that go with the state that you live in. Support the state that you live in. When you play the state lottery in the state where you live in, also it goes to the education department. And the government, they ain't in education. I ain't never known these folks like them so much. But they're not in that education. So you have to support your state and making sure the level of the quality of education that we have continues. And that's lottery. Go to your state lottery agent. 48, 12, 36, 35, 6, and 26. Well, that's it for me. Thank you guys for coming to the Demar Vesey 6 number shade. And I am so excited about this week. Also, you have to remember, numbers bring you luck. I don't know if you understand that. Numbers are very powerful. Besides being like infinite, like on and on and on and on. They are very powerful. Very powerful. Very powerful. Just in themselves. Them Morpheus 6 limit 48, 48, 12, 36, 35, 6, and 26. And before I came down here and put my hand in that bag, I was told that these are going to be hot numbers. Make sure to get them in Monday. You could do for the rest of the week. But like I said, Monday, the ocean has more. Okay, let me put it like this. Yeah. On Monday, a whole trillion of fish is going to be dumped into a river. Trillions of fish. When you cast your line in there, you are going to come out with a fish. Now let's put that into number terms. Money Market Monday. Trillions this time. They're releasing trillions. And folks are making millions off the trillions. And what they think about doing on Monday? Stock market. So you're going to be an ocean of numbers and money, numbers and money, and oceans. Go to your state lottery agent. That's how you take your bait and put it on the end of the line. You go ahead to your state lottery agent. You do your numbers, play your numbers. It's like you casting your line into the river of trillions of dollars and trillions of numbers. You are bound to come out with something. It's impossible for you not to come out with nothing. You're going to come out with good luck. You're going to come out with money. You're going to come out with heart desires, needs met out of nowhere. My numbers are magical as well. All right, I'm getting out of here. I've stayed too long, but I was so excited to let y'all know. And I'll be in green. I got to go upstairs and start ordering some green things. A green shirt. Basically, green shirts, green tops, and probably some green aprons. I'm in the aprons now. Thank you so much. The Denmark VC6 numbers is 48, 12, 36, 35, 6, and 26. I'm Vicky. I'm your host. And I want to thank you old subscribers. Thank you new subscribers. Thank you replay crew. I know if you get these numbers in on Monday, I know these numbers are going to work for you. I know it. Thanks for coming to the Denmark VC 6 number shake, and I'll see you next Sunday. Have a great week. Bye.